Kuna majamaa wako nje, wakiwa nje when they are single, they are not married, wanaona wenye wako kwa marriage, wanakaa fiti. Get a point? So wana admire marriage. Interestingly, wale wenye wako kwa marriage, now wana feel uko nje ndio kufiti zaidi. So they're like, na sijui kakaroho by the way kalitoka wapi, because somehow ni kitu real. It's real life. Majamaa wenye wako single saa hii wanasema I wish naweza pata mse, how I wish I could get a good husband, financially stable.
So yani marriage imekuwa so hard kwa majenzies, eh? You find that hawa ni wase wana grow sana, they are earning very little money. Aya, sasa ukiangalia most of the ladies ama vijana pia wako so exposed na social media life fancy, wanataka hiyo maisha ya fancy life. So unapata wewe unataka huyu msichana na kuna mubabas mahali fulani.
So ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome back to the Let It Out show, a show that gives you an opportunity to let out anything and everything that probably in one way or the other has been bothering you, has disturbed you. You think there's something you can do about it. And of course, they say a problem shared is a problem halved. So I think this is the right show where we allow you to say anything, everything, literally, quite literally. Now on this one, in today's show, as always, remember, it's your guy, Kamau Wilson, and I'm not alone as always. I'm here with my co-host,
Ruth Verero, right here, right back, thanking you for being very loyal to our show. Thank you for subscribing. We still ask you to subscribe, and like the show for us, please. Also, please comment. Let us know what you think about particular topics, what you think about the show. You are really, really welcome to comment. Please subscribe, hit that button so that we can keep growing together. Thank you.
Absolutely. And by the way, you know, we've always been me and Ruth, but today we have a special guest. We have a Gen Z in the house.
Yes.
And we're giving him a chance to explain himself and of course introduce and tell us what he thinks about this show and what he also thinks will be his contribution to the topic of the day.
Yes, my name is MC Santisya, and I'm very much privileged to be part of this show today. And I hope it's gonna go well. And kindly guys, just subscribe and follow up this platform. I've been watching them and I'm liking their shows day by day.
Great. Thank you very much, Santisya. MC Santisya, feel highly welcome.
Yes.
This is home.
Welcome to the show.
Great. So today, guys, Ruth.
Yes.
There's an issue that has been in and around the societies that we're living in. And it's a question that many people have raised and they've actually invited us to discuss.
Okay.
Our viewers are very, 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 you know, their wish is our command.
Yes.
So they've asked us to delve into an issue they feel needs some level of clarity. Na kuna vile sahi, kuna issues nyingi sana. Actually, the topic is singlehood versus marriage life.
Okay.
Kuna majamaa wako nje, wakiwa nje when they are single, they are not married, wanaona wenye wako kwa marriage, wanakaa fiti. Get a point? So wana admire marriage. Interestingly, wale wenye wako kwa marriage, now wana feel uko nje ndio kufiti zaidi. So they're like, na sijui kakaroho by the way kalitoka wapi, because somehow ni kitu real. It's real life. Majamaa wenye wako single saa hii wanasema I wish naweza pata mse, how I wish I could get a good husband, financially stable. Because crazy, by the way, I've realized then you need the tables have turned. MC Santisya, remember kitambo they were saying God fearing, what financially tall, dark and handsome, you know, then
it has changed.
The topic has now changed. The tables have turned literally
they want?
upside down. Now it's the other way around.
They want money.
Financially stable is number one. Interestingly, God-fearing is the last.
Yeah.
Or
non-existent for that matter. Now, that is very interesting. So I found that to be a very, very serious discussion that we need to have. So that also we can also help our viewers. And I'm sure you guys, because you've been asked by Ruth to continue subscribing and most importantly, commenting, making those comments. Because we also want to feel to have this feeling that you guys are also participating and you can also air your experiences. So Ruth, like we were saying before we went for the break, you see, this is a question that has really disturbed quite a number of individuals in and around the societies that we're living in. You see, kuna watu wengi sana wenye wako single, unaona? Watu wenye wako single sahi na it's either by choice or by default. Again, kuna wale nilisikia wamesema ati sijui they are single by choice. Well, that's debatable. Like, tutaongelelea to know we will come to that. But you see, wako single. Okay? They don't have partners, maybe they have boyfriends, but they are single. Now, how wanatamani maisha ya wenye wako married.
True.
Unaona? So they're wishing, how we wish we could have this guy. Tall, dark and handsome. Financially, no squeezy. Tables have turned. Tables have turned. By the way, initially MC Santisya ilikuwa God-fearing, tall, dark and handsome, with some level of education, then financially stable ilikuwa inakuja chini. These days imebadilika. It is the other way around. Financially stable ndio inaanza. Na wana make emphasis. Actually they put it in block.
Hata unapata ni kama hiyo ndio the main.
It is the main thing.
They don't matter.
In fact, they even say, brother, kuna moja alidishwa sana. You know what they said? Ati, oh, you know, mimi bora nikipata mtu mwenye ako financially stable, as in, ananichukulia mashida zangu zote, hizo zingine akina sura and everything tutavumilia.
Hata akitaka kuenda bali anataka kuenda anaweza enda.
Provided me anani provide. You see? Now, that is a very, very serious issue. Now, wanatamani kuwa in marriage. Wait until ameolewa. Within a few months or years, then wanataka tena kutoka kwa hiyo marriage, then warudi tu kwa singlehood.
Exactly.
Sasa, now, wale wenye wako kwa ndoa wanataka kutoka. Wale wenye wako single wanataka kuingia kwa marriage. What the hell is this? You know, I mean, we literally need to let out this thing. So the person who is likely, I don't know whether you go first, Madam Ruth, or you go MC Santisya, you go first. Probably when you're Gen Z in the house, unaweza patia hii story manze kuna venye. What do you think?
First of all, nikiongea kama Gen Z.
Yes.
Mimi acha nikwambie, both sides have advantages and disadvantages. For example, like mimi, as a Gen Z, mtu ambaye ako single, there is so many advantages of kuwa single. Kama kitu ya kwanza, sina mtu ambaye I have to report to kila time ati nimeenda wapi, ati narudi saa ngapi.
Freedom.
Kama ni kazi nataka kuenda mahali fulani, hakuna mtu ataanza kusema unaenda kupatana na mama ama ni msichana ama ni mvulana. So I don't have to explain to anybody. Kama ni pesa yenye napata, yote inaingia kwa mfuko wangu. It is my decision. If I want to buy something, nibaki bankrupt, it is my money.
So freedom, finances.
So freedom ya finance. Alafu pia unajua pia you can connect with anybody you want.
Anytime, anywhere.
Restriction. Ukienda pale uone ni kadem kazuri. Yani you can connect with so many people without any drama. Yani una feel free. If I want to go and sleep anywhere,
you can sleep anywhere.
Nikitaka kumleta sleepover kwangu, I can just do that because it's all about my life. I'm not reporting to anybody like the way married people you have to explain. Ukichelewa kidogo. Yeah, I find it Gen Z life is good.
Gen Z wamekuwa very afraid of marriage.
Actually wamesema hivyo.
Na imekuwa ikitrend hiyo that particular.
They are more scared about marriage than anything else.
Anything else. So that's why you brought in here.
Yes, because we also wanted to have their perspective.
Na ninasikia vile.
Umesikia the freedom.
Freedom.
Oh God. The big brother is not watching. Ruth, what do you think? Please.
Well, sasa hawa maybe tukianza from Gen Z.
From Gen Z, then you also give us a perspective of those that are in marriage.
Wanakataa mambo ya ndoa. Kwanza kabisa wajue kuna Mungu. I know that is one big thing that
muhimu
mnaonekana mmesahau.
Muhimu.
Once you learn that there is a God and that he's the one who created you, you don't belong to yourself. You belong to God. Sasa Gen Z mkishajua hivyo plus any other person ako hapo because they are even those wenye wametoka kwa ndoa na wanasema hawawezi taka tena. So it's like you belong to God, you didn't create yourself. And God created you with a purpose. And one of the purposes was marriage. Because procreation, Mungu hakuwa amepanga ifanyike nje ya ndoa.
Na si Mungu alikuwa anapanga kuifanya. So he had to delegate that responsibility to people.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu alimaliza mambo ya creation.
Yeah,
be fruitful.
Be fruitful.
Correct.
And multiply.
And
his intention of us multiplying ni to multiply tukiwa kwa ndoa.
Yes.
Because if we start going into the advantages of the points ya watoto kukua wakiwa ndani ya ndoa or that family ikiwa ndani ya ndoa, there are so many. But we also don't want to make those who are not in marriage wasikie kama wako wanabaguliwa ama nini. But the fact is there are so many advantages ya family kukua ndani ya ndoa. So if you look at those advantages, you know for sure that this must have been the plan of God.
Yes.
So once you start you start the basis. Unaona vile nimesikia mkisema hapa God fearing siku hizi it's either mwisho ama haiko.
Actually mostly hata most of the time haikuangi.
But kitambo there was a time me personally tulikuwa tunasema God fearing number moja.
Yes.
Unachagua hivyo sasa other qualities zinafuata. Why? Because hiyo God fearing hiyo Mungu ndiye anataka hiyo marriage ikue. So it is God's perfect plan for everyone to be married. So niko hapa leo kuwaitia huo mwito. In as much as muna enjoy the freedom, munasikia nini with that bachelors
kujibamba
na those other Nzuri sana tu. Sasa tuko hapa the Let It Out show. Mimi kazi yangu ni kuwaita.
Yes.
Kuwaita mkae kwa njia iliyo sawa.
Za kiungu.
Njia zilizo sawa. Na njia iliyo sawa ni kukaa kwa ndoa. But also in as much as nimesema there is a God.
Yes.
There is also a Satan. Na tunaona ni kama ndiye watu wanauliza ati hii uchawi ilitoka wapi?
Yeah, nilikuwa nimeona mahali hapa kwa social media.
Kuona wengine ndio wako sawa. Wale wako single ndio wako sawa. Kalitoka wapi? Kalitoka kwa huyo muovu shetani. That enemy.
The devil. Because
the devil his work, his agenda ni kuharibu tu agenda zake. And number one is family. Family he fights. Once family destabilize, everything else is easy to just break up. That again is a topic on its own.
Yeah, absolutely.
A whole or a preaching on its own. Kubwa sana. But it is really so true. So that is why everything is covered in that freedom. It is covered, in a visual manguo, inakaa so nice, so that muitamani. Ni kama
icing kwanza inafanya nifike sana.
I think even this not that I think. Even the Bible says when Eve looked at the apple, not the apple, we say the apple, the fruit, the forbidden fruit.
Yes.
She saw that it was desirable.
It was beautiful.
Otherwise ingekuwa kimatunda kiboring kinakaa sura mbaya
hangekula.
She found it very desirable. And she had also been given ujinga, because that's not wisdom. Akaambiwa, this will make you to become wise, to know the difference, to become like God. You'll be very, very wise.
Very
So
wise.
alikuwa amepewa points.
Alikatiwa literally.
Who knows, maybe hata when you see that the Satan is saying that the single life is desirable, that we are
It's a
going
fruit
back to
that
the
has
topic.
is
Really
well
trying
packaged.
to make it, to pack it very well, so that all those points munasema zikue, they look valid.
They look good.
And really they are valid, because now if you enter marriage, which many people are entering, with your first choice as financially stable,
Yes, you'll get the money.
yes, you may even get the money, or you may never get married, because that is what you're looking at.
Yes.
But now if you enter that marriage with that as your basis,
The primary
for marriage,
goal.
yeah, the primary goal. You see, and the goal for God was procreation,
Yes.
stability,
Yes.
and that communion,
company. Yes, the
companionship. Yeah, that's the word. So when you don't enter for those reasons, you have entered for the wrong reasons, then it crumbles
the wrong way.
Yeah, and hence the high rate of divorce. So these divorces and the bad marriages that are there, and the stresses inside the marriage, ndizo zinafanya wale wako nje wale wako ndani,
wanataka kutoka.
Afadhali I was out. Na pia wale wako nje wanaogopa.
Yes.
So although in as much as wanatamani sometimes, but utakuta wengine wanaogopa, kama Gen Z wanasema it's a no go.
It's a no go zone going into marriage.
Because most of the examples they have of marriage were done with the wrong basis.
They are not appealing.
Yeah, they were done with the wrong basis. So they are not appealing to look at most of the time. And not only were they done necessarily in the wrong basis, juu hata inaweza ingia wrong basis na tu, because it's something designed by God, iende tu uko ndani na iwork, but then still waliingia wrongly, na bado huko ndani ndio wanapigwa sana na shetani. Wanalimwa na shetani, ana concentrate like all his efforts.
Yes, watoke.
90% of his work, I think, ni kuandoa.
Hiyo
kazi ingine 10% anafanya hizi kazi zingine. But 90% looks like the devil. Anakuanga tu ana concentrate na marriage.
Focus yake ni marriage.
Just to destroy them. Yeah, just to destroy. And it's really sad. So we are here to try and call you. Yeah. Go back to the Bible. Go back to the Genesis of nini. Musiachilie, musitupe kila kitu, especially Gen Z. Musiseme hamtaoana kuoana. Please, this is a beautiful institution. Ukipata ule mnasikizana, imagine ukiwa na stress, uko na mtu wa kwenda kuambia jioni. You have someone to share with. Imagine having your children. Yeah, they are growing in a good environment. You may not have much money, but that your home,
that companionship, the friendship,
knowing someone who is on my side.
Yes.
My children are on my
side. They're my defense.
No matter what.
First line of defense.
Yeah. It is a beautiful thing, marriage. It is not that bad. Okay. It should not be scary.
MC Santisya, you seem convinced from the look of things, the way you are nodding.
Yeah.
Seems like.
But I'm also in a dilemma.
So what is the dilemma?
The dilemma is, like when you look at this situation, like now how the society is, even when you go to the clubs, do you know that you can just meet a chick kwa club? Now ushie mistari mbili tatu, you just brainwash them, uonyeshe you have money. Now unaweza beba msichana at the same night and you can do anything with her, unaweza mpeleka kijana. So they are beautiful, yes.
I know.
Beautiful.
I know.
So,
even from the way you are explaining, they actually look quite beautiful.
Yeah, so beautiful. Like you might find somebody and her with so many principles, but she's not the same like that one. That one that you took one day, you understand? So, marriage imekuwa so hard kwa majenzi. you find that hawa ni wase wana grow sana, they are earning very little money. Aya, sasa ukiangalia most of the ladies ama vijana pia wako so exposed na social media life fancy, wanataka hiyo maisha ya fancy life so unapata wewe unataka huyu msichana na kuna mubabas mahali fulani and they still want the same girl
that mubabas
you can only offer your love, your heart, nona na ile pesa kidogo, but at the end of it they disrespect you because there is another stronger force that is pulling them
supply inakuja in kind.
So at the end of it all, ukichukua msichana unasema you want to settle with her, unaenda kijani, she wants this, she has so much demand. Unapata most of them they are not even working. They know they are beautiful, they are not working. They just believe that kuna hiyo pesa ya kupatiwa naweza enda mahali sasa hivi patana mtu anipatie pesa. So when you stay with that person in the house, they are so toxic. They don't listen to you. They are wanakuonyesha, even you are afraid of picking their phone because zile vitu unapatana na hapo unaweza gongwa na stroke usikiwa
haki walai. No, I feel you.
It has been very hard for the Gen Zs out there. Hata hawezi kaa na msichana kwa nyumba. Ama kama ni msichana pia hawezi survive na mwanaume kwa nyumba. Because anaona tu hapa huyu kijana hawezi nifikisha mahali. Huyu msichana ni kuniharibia life, ataniharibia, nitaonekana niko single. Hata wazazi wangu watanitoka because they think I'm too young, it's not the right time. So imekuwa ni a lot of challenge, ni challenge kubwa. So hiyo kitu mimi imenikula sana as a Gen Z. Na mimi ukana ma Gen Z naonanga the way they struggle. Msee analala kwa floor. Na ako maybe 25, 26.
Anafaa kuwa ameoa.
That is the pressure and
society na pressurize you getting old, man. You need to have a family.
Alafu pia wewe mwenyewe pia
economy,
wewe ni binadamu. You also know that you need a lady.
Yes.
Na unaweza kuwa unataka wewe lady, but unajaribu wa kwanza na kwa to break. Wa pili, so the only option sasa you say I rather go for that money. Itakuwa nitaka msichana, I'll be taking that girl and pay her. Nenda na mazana nayo one time.
These guys, these Gen Zs, folks, I have no idea how we're going to deal with these Gen Zs. You've had them. Now that is the true practical experience and a true story, a true account of what these Gen Zs are going through. Now we've also had a very interesting version of our co-host Ruth here. And apparently she's trying to tell, and that is true. I also agree with her that marriage, if well managed, is sweet. Now, that is the dilemma. Because there are those who feel that I am comfortable in marriage and I'm doing well in this marriage, so I have no reason to walk out. But then there are those still in the same marriage who feel, oh man, it's not working. I need to get out of this bullshit. Now, there are those who are also admiring. Now, something very interesting MC Santisya raised about the Mubaba element in marriage. And also, there is also the Mumama element still in marriage. Now, I mean, this whole thing is a phenomenon. I mean, it's a quagmire. How best do you think those people, Ruth, those people who found themselves in this quagmire?
I'm just going to do what I normally do.
Please do. It's very important.
I call on spiritual leaders. I call on everyone who feels they have a calling or they just have a concern. I don't know how I can put it because you will even find that the spiritual people we are looking up to now
are the same victims. They are victims and also influencing.
Seriously, watu wetu, please. Let us pray. Let us turn to God. There is no other way. There is no hakuna shortcut. Hakuna, like I told you, and that is how I feel so strongly. To me, I feel like the devil is working
24/7.
Yeah, 90% of his work. He has given it out
to destroy
marriages. In as much as he said that he roams around looking for who to devour.
Yeah,
and
like a hungry lion.
To steal, to destroy, and to kill.
Good.
And steal. So he has tried foolproof that nikifanya hii na hii na hii, these marriages are over.
They will die.
So when you hear that such a young man accounting of how it is so hard to get even someone to settle down with, it really is getting worse by the day. Because anaangalia anakuta hakuna, and I'm telling you, it is all over, in the churches, everywhere. Those girls, they could even be in the church, but once they get married, anaanza kuangalia, anaona hapana, this is not what working. I wanted to settle for. There are no finances here. Because okay, finances are very important in marriage, but they are not everything. Like I said, we are entering marriage with a very wrong idea. Yes, we know that love is not going to pay the bills, as they say. But do you know, unaweza shikana kijana mdogo na msichana young, the age of you look at yourselves, unaona tumefika hiyo miaka kama Santisya hapa, naona is good enough. He's a young boy, I mean young Gen Z. Yeah, he's old enough to get married. Yeah, he should. Na apatane na a lady, whether or not they are working, but wakuwe ni watu wanamcha Mungu, and they put their heads together and they look at how they can do things together from the word go. Hakuna kukua na false expectations, ati maybe nikiolewa na Santisya kutakuwa kuzuri. From the word go, you know that we are going to fight this thing out. Hakuna pesa. We are just going. Yeah, we are just going. We will see how many children we can have in regards to the financial situation, the way kuko, and then we will see how we can help each other. Because hata kutoana stress is a good reason. It is much more important than money. Yeah, it is what God wants. Intended. It's what that is God's purpose. Ukieka tu Mungu mbele, and you say, I'm going to marry this young man, and this young man agrees, I'm going to marry this girl. Wanashikana, they become honest and truthful to each other. Make it. They will make it. Believe Absolutely. You me, you're going to make it. And you tell Satan head on, us tumeshikana na hii ndoa, ita make it. Satan work. We know you're out to destroy marriages, but we are going to stand na tutakuwa example that marriage can work. With or without money. That is marriage can work. That's strong, brother. But it will also really take us. That's strong, brother. Spiritual awakening. That's transforming. I just pray that it will be so. Wow. Amen. Guys, you've heard her. She's the counselor, come preacher in the house. Yeah. And trust me, I love the optimism. You know, the positivity. It's gonna work. Yeah. So, MC Santisya, as we come to a close, what do you think? Have you been convinced by what the kind of counsel, first-hand counsel we've received from the counselor in the house? Yes, of course, she has really refurbished the level of thinking. She has refurbished my opinions. You now started looking at things differently. Yeah, I'm really convinced that marriage can work. I believe when you have somebody who is really ready and who is understanding, respectful, not so much into the worldly things, who is spiritual. Because I believe when you stick to the Bible has it all. It has all the principles of a good woman and of a good man. I think spirituality, Christian spirituality, because I'm a Christian, I cannot talk about Muslim modern. I only know Christianity. I believe that when you follow the Bible, marriage can stand. You can have a family, and you can live a good life. Absolutely. Yes. That is absolutely important. Yes. I'm giving you a chance. To probably give that counsel to your fellow Gen Zs, because they will tend to listen to you more than perhaps they will listen to me and, of course, my colleague here, the counselor in the house. What do you have to tell them, probably as you make your closing remarks? So, my Gen Z, all I can say is that
if you are there and you're watching me now, maybe you are in a relationship ambayo maybe you're not able to provide vizuri sana, it's better off if you stay separate kwanza. It's better off kama ni huyo msichana anakaa kwake na wewe unakaa kwako, you can just date. It's not a must that you marry. You can date until the point whereby you are able to marry. And also the ladies out there, do not run after wababas, because wababas, they have their wives, so they are only going to use you. They will even, unajua, that self-esteem itakutoka, and you'll be also sinning. So there are so many dangers, because nothing comes for free.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're very right. But yeah, they know they are going to get.
You're gonna pay for it.
You're gonna pay for it.
Absolutely.
And you don't know, you might pay it in form of kaswende. Oh, you understand?
Super G.
I'm so deep in that.
They're calling it Super G these days.
Super G. There's so many. You might even be. The wife might even do a conspiracy and they can kill you. Kichwa inapatikana na huko river Nairobi ama river Ruiru
ama Yala.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, that's tough.
And you'll be sinning. Or of course you can even get a curse.
You can actually be cursed.
Yeah,
and even from God.
Yeah, even from God. So what I can say, guys, we should take time to know our partners, understand each other. Let money not be the point of people coming together, but love that comes from God. Let's all be spiritual. Let's care for one another in a relationship. Tusipeane pressure nyingi sana just because you're seeing another person in the relationship working very well. Yako nataka ifike hapo. Kumbuka there is time. Kila mtu anakuanga na time yake. There is a time for everything. Every dog has its day, as they say. So mimi naambia majenzi, if you are not able to cater for a woman, because as I know, men are supposed to be the provider.
Yeah, should be.
Even the Bible tells us.
That's what the Bible says.
You can just stay separately kwanza. Ile time unajisikia
ujisort kwanza, ujipange na ukwe convinced in your mind
that you are ready for
this.
Ukiingia unaingia kama for better for worse uko ndani. Lakini mambo ya kujaribu 50-50, don't try with somebody's daughter ama somebody's son.
It is wrong.
You might
more intentions and purposes. It's wrong.
Ni kweli, that's even so selfish. If you're trying,
it is.
Enter if you want to enter.
It is. Wow. Guys, you've heard from the Gen Z in the house. Yeah. Trust me, this guy is oozing wisdom. He's speaking sense to your minds and hearts as well. Now, if you follow his example, I can assure you, just like my co-host Ruth here said, this thing is going to work. Yeah. The positivity, the optimism. It is important that and it has to start with me, you. It has to start with you from inside. You have to make a deliberate decision that yes, I'm prepared for this and it's going to work. So I think that is very important. So, my goodness me, we are literally coming to an end of the show, and I think this show has really impacted into your personal life. So please remember to always subscribe to the Let It Out show. So look, we're coming to an end of the show today. Time has not been on our side today. Yes. This is a huge topic. Indeed. It's a question that I'm sure we've been able to do one or two things with Robbie to advise the Gen Zs. Of course, the Gen Z in the house has literally he's literally oozing wisdom, and he has spoken quite passionately on what the fellow Gen Zs need to do from his personal experience. So maybe your closing remarks, you can as well remind our viewers they can continue interacting with us in this show.
Yes, viewer. Once again, I just call on people to much turn to God. I'm not assuming that people don't pray. I'm not assuming that people don't know God. No, but I'm saying for us to get to where we are now, for our young generation to be so like frustrated about even life in general, marriage and all that all those kinds of things, because it's world over.
Yes.
It's not just here in Kenya because of economic situation. Marriage is a problem world over. Divorce rate is way, especially even in the developed countries. So really it is, like I say, spiritual things. It's not about poverty. Because even with the rich, I mean, I know that this is common knowledge and it was in the media, but I still don't want to
delve into that.
Go into people's names. But the richest man was divorced. So,
wow.
So it's not about money, even though our young ones are wanasema, hey, money. I can only marry a person with the
who is loaded.
Afadhali nililie kwa Range Rover,
and kufurahia kama mbebe wanakati. Apparently I even have they are calling it kanoenoi. I have no idea what the hell that kanoenoi.
Yeah. So they are very interesting times. They are living in interesting times.
Absolutely.
But that energy and that positivity and that honesty inakuanga kwa the current generation, Gen Zs. They are very honest about issues.
Yes.
They are very,
and they don't like forcing.
They are clear cut. They know what they want. I pray that they will find God more and more.
Yeah.
That they will really, once they see that it works with God, I'm telling you, there will be a revolution and they will go to God. So parents, spiritual leaders, let's guide these young people. Even by our own example, let's guide them into knowing that God allows marriages to work. That marriage is designed by God. Now it can work. And it can work with or without money. That's the main point.
That's beautiful. That's strong.
Without finances, marriage can work.
It can work. Wow.
And it is a beautiful, beautiful institution.
Wow.
So we leave it there now. It's white. As usual, we welcome you. Comment. If you need to talk to someone, we are here. Come and let it out. If you want to let it out only to a counselor, we are here also. If you want to let it out on the show, we are here for you. So we are here. We really want to win souls for God and to really give people a meaning and to have a shoulder, so to speak, to cry on. That is the genesis of this show.
Absolutely.
So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with us. It was really a nice show today.
Indeed.
And we welcome you to continue again subscribing, comment, please. Support us as we also support you.
We support you as well.
And everything will be okay. We are very positive and we know that it's gonna be okay. Thank you for everything. Thank you for watching. It's goodbye from us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.